All right, let's jump right in. We're about to break down one of the most fundamental ideas in all of computing, something that you'll see secretly organizes a huge part of your digital life. Yeah, we're talking about queues. I mean, of course you have, right? We all have. Waiting at the grocery store, at the bank, for a ride at a theme park. That feeling of just waiting for your turn? It's universal. And believe it or not, it's the perfect way to understand a massive concept in technology. That's exactly right. That simple everyday line is the real-world model for a data structure that programmers use constantly to manage tasks, process information, and, well, to keep things fair. Let's dig into how that actually works. So, at the heart of any standard queue, there's one simple, absolutely non-negotiable principle. It's the golden rule we all instinctively expect when we're standing in a line. And this is it. FIFO. First in, first out. It's kind of beautiful in its simplicity, isn't it? If you show up first, you get helped first. Period. This one rule is what makes a queue predictable and, fair. So let's just walk through it. Imagine item A gets in line. Then item B joins right behind it, and after that, item C. So when it's time to help someone, who's at the front? Well, it's A, of course, so A gets taken care of and removed. And who's at the front now? B is. It's a perfectly simple and orderly process.
Okay, so for a computer to actually use a queue, it needs a really clear set of commands. You can't just tell it to form a line. You need an official rulebook for how to interact with it.
Now, here's a term that sounds kind of complicated, abstract data type, or ADT, but the idea is actually really, really simple. It just means we don't care how the queue is built on the inside. All we care about is what we can do with it. It's all about the function, not the form. And here they are, the only three operations we really need. You can insert a new item, but only at the very back. You can remove an item, but only from the very front. And finally, you can ask a simple question. Hey, is empty? Is there anyone left in line? By limiting what we can do to just these few things, the queue keeps its perfect order. It's simple, but it's so powerful. So that FIFO rule is perfect for fairness, as long as every item is equally important. But what happens when that's not the case? What if you need a system that can, jump the line? Well, that leads us to a really fascinating twist on the standard queue. This is such a crucial question. Think about it. In an emergency room, you don't treat the person with a small cut before the person having a heart attack, just because they arrived a few minutes earlier. Sometimes you absolutely need a system that can understand urgency. And here is the brilliant solution, the priority queue. It's still a queue, but it completely breaks that golden rule of FIFO. In this version, every item gets a priority level, and the system always serves the item with the highest priority next, no matter when it got in line. So let's just put it side by side to make it crystal clear. A standard queue is all about arrival time. A priority queue couldn't care less about arrival time. It's all about importance. It's the difference between the line at a coffee shop and the triage system in a hospital. But what does highest priority even mean? Well, and this is the really cool part, it totally depends on the context. For bowling, the highest number is the best, so that's the top priority. But in golf, you want the lowest score, so that gets the highest priority. And in an ER, it's not a number at all. It's about who is the most critical. Priority is totally flexible. Okay, this is all great in theory, but where do you actually see this stuff out in the wild? Where are programmers using these tools to solve actual, real-world problems? Let's take a look. You have to understand, queues are absolute workhorses in programming. They're the go-to solution for any problem that involves managing a sequence of events or tasks in an orderly way. And these are just a few examples from some popular programming challenges. So think about a web server getting thousands of requests. A simple queue makes sure the first request that comes in is the first one handled. Totally fair. But then you get a problem like loading a ferry. Well, maybe you need a priority queue to get emergency vehicles on board first, no matter when they arrived. Every one of these is a neat little puzzle solved by the rules of a queue. So after all that, what's the one thing you should really walk away with? Let's boil it all down to its core idea. That's really it. At the end of the day, whether the rule is first come, first served, or most important goes first, a queue is just a system for creating order. It's a structure that answers one simple question. Out of all these things that are waiting, which one is next? And that leaves us with a final thought. Now that you know what to look for, I promise you're going to start seeing these hidden queues everywhere. Is your email inbox a queue? What about the jobs you send to a printer? The next time you use an app, just ask yourself, what are the invisible rules deciding what I see next?